afternoon. Well, at least where I'm at, it's afternoon. It's 12:46, and I'm in Decatur, Illinois, heading up to Grand Rapids, Michigan. Pardon me. Ooh, what bad manners. That was good fried pork chops. No, I didn't cook them in the truck. My wife cooked them. I brought them. I heated them up. I ate them. She knows me. Give me a chunk of porky pig and I'm good. Anyway, just scrolling through, I want to start going over some of the topics and stuff like I was talking about I ran across. There's a website, or you can find it on Facebook. It's called cdllife.com. And what they do is they talk a lot about what's going on in the trucking industry, different things, dealing with different states, different situations, parking, roadside checks, where new construction's coming up, really a lot of stuff, a lot of information. So new today, I just flipped on here and they got an article, and we'll read it for you. It says troopers to expand roadside drug testing program statewide in 2019. Roadside testing. What do I think about this? Well, a lot of people might not like me for this, but I'm going to say it. I will happily take a drug test on side the highway for any trooper or any law enforcement that they want me to. Because there is no use for drugs to be in these trucks or in the driver behind the steering wheel. You're behind the wheel of 80,000 pounds of rolling death. Simple as that. I don't want my family on a freeway or on a county road or a city road or anything with somebody that's in drugs in their system. They should not have a CDL license. They should not have a license, period. So, if that ruffles your feathers, like I've said before, put on chapstick. I don't like rough lips on my ass. So, I'm not so much excited about what state's doing this, but I'm glad they're doing it. Now, Michigan is a sore subject for a lot of people. I ain't even gonna get into that. But anyway, so it states that they did a based on results of a limited roadside drug test pilot program conducted in 2017 and 18. Now, the lawmakers in Michigan has decided to provide additional funds to expand programs statewide in all counties that are interested in participating. Every county in this country, and every state in this country should have this. This should be a federal law. This shouldn't be a county by county or who wants to do it and who don't want to do it. This should be a federal law that should be carried out by everybody. Because like I said, I don't want nobody on the roads with my family, your family, driver beside me, none of us. They don't need to be on it. Sorry, you know. It says, in the next few months, Michigan State Police are planning to obtain equipment and provide training to expand roadside drug testing programs across the state. The program expansion is expected to be in full place by the fall. Now, if y'all ain't figured it out, fall starts around about September, October. So, but it was going through here, and it said in 2017, they do a swab, like 5 minutes on the roadside. They can tell if you got some kind of drugs in your system. Now, not all systems are perfect, and I'm gonna read this, and then you can see where it got cleared up. But the initial tests to stop these people were to the point. During the initial pilot program, troopers administered 92, remember that, 92 saliva tests. 83 drivers tested positive for drugs during the pilot program. Rephrase it, 83 drivers during the program. 89 drivers were arrested as a result of drug tests, and 12 subsequent 12-step drug evaluation, which is where they evaluate you, they ask you questions, they watch your demeanor. It's typical. So, however, a large number of the tests were determined to be either false positives or false negatives based on results of a later blood testing. So they went and did blood tests. This is just a preliminary to get you off the road. Then they do the drug testing, which is mandatory that they can do for you. And out of that, there wasn't that many that didn't pass. Just remember that 83. 89 of them got arrested out of 92. So that's three people that didn't go to jail. However, return tests. 2, all right, so roadside tests that are 6 false positives for amphetamines, 2 false positives for cocaine, and 1 false positive for methamphetamine. So, and 11 false positives for THC. There are also 8 false negative results for benzodiazepines, whatever the hell that is. I can't even pronounce it. And 1 false negative regarding opioids. Hang on, we ain't done yet. So, if you see that, that's 11, 16, 17, 18, 19. Out of 20 of those, it showed false of 89. That still leaves you 69 people. Now that was for the particular drugs that said it was showing a negative for on that particular person. They could have had 2 things in their system, only showed positive for 1 of them. So just remember that, because when I get down here at the bottom, you'll see what I'm talking about. Grand Rapids-based criminal defense attorney opposes the road drug testing program because it's a risk of false positive results, which you might want to be one of those people who get arrested because the machine says you have any drugs in your system if your system is, and the machine was just wrong, he told. Okay. Grand Rapids-based criminal defense attorney, Ed, you're a moron. Because here's the thing. If they're arrested for it, then you take them in, they test negative. You can't charge them with nothing. Just saying. Now let me tell you how much this is. If you took a cocaine drug test, went in your wallet, get a little off the picture here, go in your wallet, take one of these swabs, pull out a $1 bill, 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever denomination you want to pull out, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, rub it with that swab, test it, it'll test positive. That's already been proven. So money's cocaine. I mean, it could have been a false positive. Guy could have touched his face after getting changed at the Flying J or the Loves or the TA or wherever. In his system, showed negative. There you go. That's where I think that Ed is wrong on that. So, MSP believes the results of the tests corresponding well with more traditional drug test methods. That's what they're doing. The pilot program resulted in 38 drivers convicted of 47 charges. 38, 47. See, that number is nine different. That means some of those drivers were charged with more than one possession of something in their system. That's what I was telling you earlier. Now, dozens more of the tested drivers are awaiting final results of their case in court, which means they tested positive and they still got to go to court for it. So, yeah. Hope you go to court. You lose your driver's license. I don't care if it is your livelihood. It's my livelihood too. I don't do drugs out here. I run down the road. I run legal. I run my log. I run legal. Why? This is not just a job. So let me try to put it in the context that you would understand that I would have to say and enjoy having to say. This is not just my job. This is my livelihood. This is how I pay my car notes. This is how I pay my light bill. This is how I pay my house note. This is how I feed my children. This is how I pay for their insurance. This is how I pay for this phone to be able to get on here and do these videos. And to me, this is more than just a job. This is a livelihood, okay? And there's thousands of us drivers out here that use it for the same thing. Just our livelihood. This is how we provide for our families. So if you're out doing the drugs and stuff and then you get caught, that's your problem. Shouldn't be out here. Simple as that. But the thing about it is, I don't do it. Now the guy next to me, he might be jacked up on something. Guy on the other side of him might be on something. And guess what? I don't think they ought to be on the road. Honestly don't. Now they do have a random where your company will tell you, you need to go to such and such address and be tested right now. They tell me that, not a problem. I don't need to take no pop quiz. So, and same thing with your driver's license and stuff. Not just on the truckers. I think all these kids and stuff, they pull over and they got marijuana in their system or whatever in their system, they pull them over. I think they should be drug tested too, immediately. So, even if they don't find out in the car, if they think it is, they ought to test them. I feel if we have to be tested so we can drive up and down this road and haul them their stuff, they can be tested to stay off the road because they don't keep the bad ones off the road because they already don't know how to drive as it is. So I have no sympathy for that, for anybody doing drugs and being in behind the wheel of a car. None whatsoever. Because if you're looking for my sympathy, look between shit and syphilis in the dictionary is where you find it. But I just thought that little article was a good one, and I wanted to touch on that one. And I'm just going to start keeping tabs on that. And I'm probably going to make a video on those too. Just what local trucking news. But anyway, just check it out. CDLlife.com or on Facebook, they've got it. They have multitudes of things on there. A lot of stuff that is very very useful. I look at it because there's one area I'm going to that I know there is a road construction going on up there, so I know I need to go around a little bit another way because they're starting the construction. So I don't want to be jammed up. So that's what you gotta like about it. But I see a driver that shouldn't have a license. I know blindsiding is one thing you have to do, but when you intentionally stick yourself in a hole where you have to blindside in and it's tight, yeah. Anyway, like I said, we're here in Decatur. We're gonna go up to Grand Rapids. Did call a while ago to the receiver. Receiver says I can show up anytime. Don't matter about my appointment time. Show up, they get me in, check me in, get me unloaded. Works for me. So anyway, till the next one, people. Peace out. Have a good one. Talk to you later.